realize one thing, that in order to be successful, you should get to the point where I kind of am now. When you wake up and let's say a couple hours pass and you don't really do anything, maybe you run some errands, but you don't actually start on the work that you know is going to make you successful, you start to get a little stressful. You start to get a little uncomfortable. You start to have this itch that needs to be fulfilled. And the reason you develop this itch is because you know what it takes to become successful. You know it takes a lot of work, you know it takes a long time, and it takes you working at a very high intensity almost constantly. And so when you have these periods where you're not working, and they're not like, dedicated rest days or dedicated vacations or anything like that, and you have those times you're not working, you start to get very stressed out because you can't say that you've actually put in work today yet. Each day is a new day. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. If you had an amazing day yesterday, that's great. But today is a new day. And so it is up to you, and it is up to your own work ethic, your own effort to make today count. And when you're in the morning and you kind of use up a couple hours of just doing errands and other things like I have today, you start to get kind of concerned. You know the work will get done, but you have this uneasiness because you haven't started yet. And you can just feel the hours slipping away. You can feel the clock ticking. And you always have this drive to just constantly push yourself and move forward. And that doesn't go away. And it's just shown a lot when you're held back by something. In this case, maybe doing some like errands or other stuff. And because of that, like just constantly trying to work and improve yourself because you know you have limited time. Trying to become successful is such a long journey that if you work half-ass all the time, you're just never going to make it in your lifetime. You may seriously never make it in your lifetime. So I'm trying to show you a little bit of how somebody who's trying to chase success really should be thinking. Because if you think like this, then your default will be working. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. They think, oh, you're working too much. Well, it depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to do something very easy and simple, yeah, you don't need to work so hard. If your goal is to do something very difficult that very few people ever achieve, then you are going to need a lot of work ethic to back that up. And that's just the reality of the situation. So I hope that helps a lot. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below.